Now these video series are going to be on common carb problems, not how to adjust them or anything like that, but we'll see. Now if you have a carburetor, remember, if you have a problem with your carburetor, you have to listen to the engine. The engine will tell you, give you symptoms of exactly what's wrong. If you listen to it, the engine is supposed to run right. The Japanese are experts in making a motorcycle and their carburetors to run the same way they do in Alaska under Alaskan American gas as it is in running a race in Singapore, Taiwan, or South Africa. So there's a lot of time and money and engineering development to go into these. They look like, oh, well, it's just a little carburetor. No, it's not. There's many, many hundreds of hours that go into building these. And tell me, how many times have you ever seen a Honda carburetor go tits up? Tits up is American for fail. It just sounds good. Now, I have to get my thoughts together because all this is ad-libbed. It's all unscripted. And I got to see where I'm going to go from here. Now when you take your carburetor apart, if you're not sure what you're doing, get yourself a video camera or a regular camera and take pictures so you can see what goes where. The first thing that you want to do when you get looking at a carburetor is that these are not magical instruments from the heavens, okay? So you don't have to freak out that they are so delicate or temperamental that you can't touch them. You've got to take them to some shop that'll spend $60 an hour to give it to some yahoo in the back playing with the air hose who's going to look at a book and tear it down and charge you 60 bucks an hour when you can do it yourself. Now after we take off the float bowl, if you look at the bottom, you'll see a bunch of, this is dried gas right in here. It is the residue. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can. This is the residue. You can see where the fuel has come up maybe, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch and then absolutely dried. Now what happens when it dries like this is as it's drying, and it dries into a kind of a brown glue, this is the bottom of your carburetor. This item right here, in this long tube right here, that is your main jet. Now it should be clear at all times. Okay? The way you can see if it's clear, it's a little tiny hole. You see that? You hold it up to a light, and you can hold up any carburetor like this. Let's see if we can see it. Well, if you can see light through there, which I can, I know, somehow. But you can see light, if you can see light through there, then it's doing okay. But mainly what that gunk does is it gets in the top of this main jet, and it just clogs it. It doesn't hurt anything, it just clogs it. Well, if the main jet is clogged, no fuel can go from the float bowl, which it will be in, into your carburetor, into your engine. Because it shoots it up from down here and goes right through that little tiny hole. So we can get a look at it here. Where the hell is it? That's right there. A little tiny hole right there. And shoots into your engine. Now this is the main thing that happens. Now I'll get on the next video. I'll give you the main symptoms of what happens and how to tell what's going on, because a gentleman on the internet asked me to do this, and fuck it, I'm gonna do it right next video.